It's time for the Morning Quickie with Sir William, the Duchess, and Cubby Kirk.
Good day. My name is Sir William, and I am here with the lovely, the talented, the Duchess.
Good day. How's it going?
It is great. You ready for a quickie?
Hit me.
Everybody get ready for the most influential man in the world. This guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That guy.
You better get that checked out.
Our guy.
That is totally false.
Bill has saved lives just by asking, if your friends jumped off the bridge, would you? There's been multiple fertility clinics asking Bill for his help, because if he did, they believe the world would be a better place. Everybody get ready for this guy. That guy. Our guy, the most influential man in the world, Bill Guerin.
Hey, thank you, Jeremy. And before we get rolling here with the news, I'd like to give a belated birthday shout out to the original airman, Mark Anderson. Happy birthday, Mark. I hope yesterday was great. In news headlines, amid a deepening trade war with China, President Trump on Wednesday declared a national emergency to protect U.S. communication networks in a move that gives the federal government broad powers to bar up American companies from doing business with certain foreign suppliers, including the Chinese, from Huawei. Trump declared the emergency in the form of an executive order that says foreign adversaries are exploiting vulnerabilities in the U.S. telecommunications technologies and services. It points to economic and industrial espionage as areas of political concern. The president made it clear that this administration will do what it takes to keep America safe and prosperous and to protect America from foreign adversaries who are actively and increasingly creating and exploiting technology infrastructure and services in the United States, said White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey signed a near-total abortion ban bill designed to challenge more than 40 years of federal abortion protection under Roe v. Wade into law late Wednesday. The bill, which makes it a felony for a doctor to perform or attempt an abortion during any stage of pregnancy, was approved by the state Senate last Tuesday night after a contentious floor debate. Alabama legislators passed the bill 25-6 after denying an amendment that would have made exemptions for cases of rape and incest. Alabama House Representative Terry Collins, who sponsored the bill, told NBC on Tuesday evening that legislators wanted to keep the bill's text as clean as possible, specifically to address the language in Roe v. Wade and revisit the question on whether a baby in the womb is considered a person. For decades, the Boy Scouts of America has closely guarded a trove of secret documents that detail sexual abuse allegations against troop leaders and others. The most complete public accounting of the abuse so far came in 2012, when the Los Angeles Times published a searchable database of 5,000 files and case summaries that are a part of the Scouts' blacklist known as the Perversion Files. 7 years later, more details are emerging about the scope of the sex abuse in the youth organization. A researcher hired by the Scouts to analyze records from 1944 to 2016 testified earlier this year that she had identified 7,819 suspected abusers and 12,254 victims. But even those numbers are grossly understated as to how many molesters infiltrated the Scouts' ranks over the years, according to lawyers who have sued the organization on behalf of hundreds of abuse victims. Most predators were accused of abusing multiple boys, they noted, and many instances of abuse were never reported. And now in local news, Governor J.B. Pritzker is calling for a complete overhaul of the state's Department of Children and Family Services after a report he commissioned showed that the agency's intense focus on keeping families intact often caused it to leave children in situations that put them in danger. Under my administration, we will change the direction of DCFS. I am committing the full force of this office to this work. There is nothing more important to me as governor than getting this right, Pritzker said in a statement. We have the opportunity right now to make dramatic improvements in how DCFS functions and dedicate ourselves every day to improving this work. I am committed to carrying out this overhaul as quickly and effectively as possible and ensuring that DCFS has the necessary resources and support to do that work. The report released Wednesday documented systematic problems within the industry as well as the toothlessness of the laws that govern it. Researchers focused on the Intact Family Services Unit within the agency, which relies on a network of private organizations that provide services for families who have been investigated by DCFS, but those problems did not warrant removing a child from the home or putting a child in foster care. In Illinois, child welfare policy emphasizes avoiding removing a child from the home. Families are not required to accept the services, and caseworkers have little power over those decisions. The 6-week study highlighted the cases of 3 unnamed children, one of whom died. In one example, a woman with the history of abuse investigations by DCFS ignored arguments not to let her child be near her boyfriend. According to the report, the child who died was killed by his mother's boyfriend. Pritzker called for the investigation in March before the beating death of A.J. Froon, a 5-year-old boy who died in April and whose parents are facing charges for his death. He was responding to several high-profile deaths related to DCFS investigations, including that of 17-month-old Samaj Crosby, whose body was found under a couch in a Joliet home. And those are your news headlines for Thursday, May 16th, 2019. You know him, you love him. He's our guy, Cubby Kurt, with today's sports update.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Curtis Koch here, and we start off in Cincinnati at the Great American Ballpark, where the Reds were 6-5 winners over the Chicago Cubs in 10 innings. Sonny Gray and Yu Darvish were the 2 starters in that one, and both of them had pretty good outings, although the bullpen wasn't able to hold it up into the later part of the innings after Carl Edwards Jr. allowed a 2-run game-tying home run in the bottom half of the 8th, and the Cubs just couldn't get the extra insurance run to cap off the win. But they'll try to go for the series win this afternoon, or rather this evening, against the Cincinnati Reds. A 5:40 p.m. first pitch from the Great American Ballpark. Pitching matchup is Jose Quintana and Luis Castillo for those 2 teams respectively. Quintana is 4-1 with an ERA just shy of 2.30 in his last 6 starts. He's struck out 35 and walking 8 in 39 and a third innings in that span, and the lefty went 2-2 with a 3.27 ERA in 4 starts against the Reds in 2018. After tonight's game, the Cubs will be in Washington for a weekend series against the Nationals. On the south side, after a much-needed day off, the White Sox host the Toronto Blue Jays with Marcus Stroman and Dylan Covey as your starters at 7:10 p.m. from the south side at Guaranteed Rate Field. Tomorrow's pitching matchup will be Ivan Nova and Aaron Sanchez, and then finally, to wrap up the 2 weekend games, Lucas Giolito and Ronaldo Lopez will get the starts against Toronto before the White Sox hit the road and they head to Houston on Monday night. In the NHL, the Boston Bruins go for the 4-game series sweep over the Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina at 7 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow at 7 o'clock, the Blues host the San Jose Sharks. In some Blackhawks news, Patrick Kane is making history once again. The Blackhawks winger eclipsed Mark Johnson's United States career scoring record of 33 points at the World Championship with a goal and 2 assists in a 6-3 win over Great Britain on Wednesday in Slovakia. Kane had reached 35 points, 13 goals, and 23 assists in 42 fewer games than when Johnson hit the 33 points. And kind of going back to last year's tournament when Kane was also on the team, he was the first American then to be named the most valuable player in the tournament with a U.S. single-season record of 20 points, which was 8 goals and 12 assists then. The 31-year-old Kane has some competition for that record, though, with young stars With the Red Wings and center Dylan Larkin and Flames winger Johnny Gaudreau, Larkin has 32 points in 41 games, while Gaudreau has 31 points in only 29 games. Kane, however, is still searching for the top of the podium with the international level in his career. He won a silver at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, then took a bronze as the team captain last year's at the World Championship in Denmark. Finally, in the NBA playoffs, we have some action tonight. It'll be the Trailblazers visiting the Golden State Warriors at 8 p.m. And yesterday, the Milwaukee Bucks took a 1-game-to-none series lead over the Toronto Raptors with a 108-100 win at home. I'm Curtis Koch, and that is your morning sports update.
Wait. What day is it?
Well, today we're celebrating National Do Something Nice for Your Neighbor Day. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we all just took time to do that?
It's time. The most interesting woman in the world. Some say if she would have ran back in 2016, she would be the first woman president. The one, the only, the award-winning, the Duchess.
Good day, Suburbia. This is the Duchess, and here's our 7-day forecast. Today, morning thunderstorms, a high of 77 degrees. Tonight, we'll see a low of 50. Then tomorrow, thunderstorms, a high of only 52. On Saturday, thunderstorms with a high of 75. On Sunday, thunderstorms continue with a high of 69. Monday, partly cloudy, a high of 57. On Tuesday, showers return with a high of 61. Wednesday, showers again with a high of 70.
And now, the community calendar.
I love bringing us the community calendar. If you'd like me to announce something that's happening in our area, or maybe you have a special birthday or anniversary or even congratulations, hit me up on social media or email me at theduchess1015@gmail.com. This Saturday, May 19th, come out to Woodstock for Fair Diddley Craft and Artist Show. This is the 51st annual Fair Diddley in historic downtown Woodstock. Come visit the NAP Creations and over 3,000 other local crafters. This is a show that has something for absolutely everyone. For more information, you can go to their Facebook page, Fair Diddley Craft and Artist Show. Again, is this Saturday in Woodstock. Hey adults, this one's for us. Adult softball leagues are beginning over at the Huntley Parks Department. Get out and get in the game. Their updated adult softball leagues are on Sunday evenings and are designed to fit just about anybody's hectic schedule. So after the kids are done playing for the weekend, come and take the field for yourself under the lights at the sports park right here in Huntley. Each league will have an 8-game regular season followed by a single elimination tournament. All the registration and answers for registration can be found on the huntleyparks.org website. Again, this is for adult softball leagues happening Sunday evenings this summer.
Tied with a ribbon, some people won't sail the sea 'cause they're safer on land.
Did you know that Huntley Park District has their very own theater group starting? That's right. It's Showtime of Huntley is beginning this summer, and you can be a part of it. There's no requirements. The first auditions will be held on June 3rd and 6th. Audition times are to be announced. It is a musical review. We'd like you to find out more information on their website at www.huntleyparks.org, or you can contact them at 847-669-3180, extension 352. So if you or your kids would be interested in joining us for the musical review this summer, auditions are June 3rd and 6th. They're also looking for volunteers and also people to be on their advisory committee. So much more, so many different ways to get involved. Again, go to www.huntleyparks.org for more information on the theater group. It's Showtime of Huntley.
Please follow us on social media. Our website is twogingers.com. That's gingers with a Z. On Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at Two Gingers, and on Twitter at Two Gingers, at Sir William 1015, and at the Duchess 1015.
Tickled pink that things aren't going my way, 'cause that would be boring. Spend my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date. It was only on my birthday. Never mind all the lines on the highway. Give me time to reflect a bit, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning.
Hi, it's me, the Duchess. Sir William and I would like to thank you so much for joining us for the Morning Quickie. If you would be so kind as to share it with 2 of your closest friends, and please don't forget to click that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.
Stay classy.
Bye-bye.